The Ray is rocking nightly. It's live entertainment and comedy. Ray's open till 2 every night, serving their full menu. Yes, awesome, authentic Irish food, best fish and chips this side of the Atlantic, and a full liquor bar. And they're open till 2 a.m. every morning. This is your neighborhood pub, open till 2 a.m., serving food, full liquor. It's a neighborhood pub. Thanks to the cooks in the back making the magic, Matt, Adam, Scuba, and Robert Charles James, who prepare your food and come out to chat with you. It's a real pub. You order at the bar, you pick up your drinks at the bar, you order the food at the bar, and then the cooks bring the food out to you. So there's nobody in between. You get to see who's prepared it, and because they bring it to you. Nobody to pass the buck to, and there's no buck to pass. This is good stuff. We're streaming worldwide on the internet, and as a result of that, my granddaughter, Bertie Lilu Bonanza Haymans, gets to listen to me most every Thursday. If you're listening, Bertie, hello. She's a birdie, she's a baby, and we love her. Jody and Dylan. Jody and Dylan out there in Montana with their baby, Bertie Lilu. And we look forward to seeing her in the fall and then again in this winter. 2 times a year is not enough, I have to tell you. And we've got Parks Reese out there in Livingston, Montana. Parks Reese, go to www.parksreece.com, Parksreece, and you'll see all kinds of great art. And it's the kind of art that he's got a number of different techniques that he uses. It depends upon what phase or style he's going through at the time. But he does lithography, which is prints, and he does where he just repaints and redoes with layers and layers, 27 different layers sometimes of color as he makes the painting. And he does it these numerous times, 20 to 27 times, and so he has to be right on while he's doing it every time, and he layers it, and that ends up with some very interesting pieces of art. And then couple all of that experience and technique that he has with and his eye for thing with his humor, and you get what's really fine art with Gary Larson kinds of themes, sort of how I look at it sometimes. And good buddy of mine, and I appreciate his support, and I appreciate him being out there. He generally listens. I get a phone call from him, whether on the show or afterwards most times. Thanks for being there in Montana. And we've got the Lakeview Restaurant that's located at 5605 McCall Road. That's in the area of the intersection of 776 and 771. Go there. They've got open mic on Tuesday nights. The stuffed grape leaves are fantastic. They're out of this world. They have an extensive menu featuring both Greek and American cuisine. On Tuesdays with the open mic, it's all-you-can-eat fried clams. It's best Greek food in town. And Peter and Nancy are good folks, and Peter was working on, he had a new item, some crab cakes, and these are homemade crab cakes, not come from any of the delivery groups out there, and it's very good. And so I think that's going to start becoming a hit around as the word gets out. Crab cakes there at the Lakeview Restaurant. I've got other part of our community that I want to talk about is the Charlotte Harbor Environmental Center. It's been around for 25 years. This is a big anniversary for CHEC, and we're planning a celebration in the fall. More about that as we get towards it. But CHEC is the environmental education group in our community that does it best, does it with great assets, and it's a community effort. And now we have Moat, which started in Charlotte County. Moat Marine, it's now located primarily in Sarasota County, but they're looking to coming to downtown Punta Gorda, and that's coming in. There needs to be a way, and so listen out there. If you're participating in that, if you want that to happen, help us figure out how CHEC can properly interface and interrelate with Moat in providing the educational opportunities and highlighting this Charlotte Harbor. As part of the highlighting of Charlotte Harbor, there's already tours and people who tell you about it. And I found on this Florida Folklife education project an interesting Skipper Lockett who welcomes you to Rainbow Springs. And so, sort of in the name of environmental education and tourism, here is Skipper Lockett. Welcome to Rainbow Springs.
And welcome to Rainbow Springs. Rainbow Spring, one of Florida's most beautiful and scenic attractions. Rainbow Spring is a beauty, created beneath deep water, made only by the hands of God. Now look through your left side photo, for your eyes can see. Watch that dreamy, sunlit landscape. Look like mountains, look like valleys, look like green pastures, and the fish look like birds winging in the air, and the turtle look like cattle roving in the forest. When you look up to the top surface of the water, it looks like the skies above. Now the growing of the vegetation, they look like the growing of the trees. Sandbar look like a hillside after a snowstorm, and Rainbow Spring looks entirely like a